Okay, this is about Marcus Mosiah Garvey Jr., ONH. ONH means Order of the National Honor. That's a Jamaican honor system. Order of National, and he was born on August the 17th, 1887. He transitioned in June the 10th of June, 1940. Was a Jamaican political activist, publisher, journalist, entrepreneur, and orator. He was the founder and first president general of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, UNIA slash dash ACL, commonly known as UNIA, through which he declared himself provisional president of Africa. Ideological, a black nationalist and pan-Africanist, his ideas came to be known as Garveyism. Garvey was born to a moderately prosperous Afro-Jamaican family in St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica, and apprenticed into the print trade as a teenager, working in Kingston. He became involved in trade unionism before living briefly in Costa Rica, Panama, and England. Returning to Jamaica, he founded UNIA in 1914. In 1916, he moved to the United States and established a UNIA branch in New York City's Harlem district, emphasizing unity between Africans and the African diaspora. He campaigned for an end to European colonial rule across Africa and the political unification of the continent. He envisioned a unified Africa as a one-party state governed by himself that would enact law to ensure black racial purity. Although he never visited the continent, he was committed to the Back to Africa movement, arguing that many African Americans should migrate there. Garvey's idea became increasingly popular and UNIA grew in membership. However, his black separatist views and his collaboration with white racists, such as the Ku Klux Klan, to advance their shared interest in racial separatism, divided Garvey from other prominent African American civil rights activists, such as W.E.B. Du Bois, who promoted racial integration. Committed to the belief that African Americans needed to secure financial independence from the white dominant society, Garvey launched various businesses in the U.S., including the Negro Factories Corporation and Negro World newspaper. In 1919, he became president of the Black Star Line shipping and passenger company, designed to forge a link between North America and Africa and facilitate African American migration to Liberia. In 1923, Garvey was convicted of mail fraud for selling the company's stock and imprisoned in the United States Penitentiary, Atlanta, for nearly 2 years. Many commentators have argued that trial was politically motivated. Garvey blamed Jewish people, claiming that they were prejudiced against him because of his links to the KKK. Deported in Jamaica in 1927, where he settled in Kingston with his wife Amy Jock, Garvey continued his activism and established the People's Political Party. In 1929, briefly served as a city councilor, with UNIA in increasing financial difficulty. In 1935, he relocated to London, where his anti-socialist stance distanced him from many of the city's black activists. He died there in 1940. Although in 1964, his body was returned to Jamaica for burial in Kingston National Heroes Park. Garvey was a controversial figure. Some in the African diasporic community regarded him as a pretentious demagogue and was highly critical of his collaboration with white supremacists, his violent rhetoric, and his prejudice against mixed-race people and Jews. He nevertheless received praise for encouraging a sense of pride and self-worth among Africans and the African diaspora, and widespread poverty, discrimination, and colonialism. In Jamaica, he is widely regarded as a national hero. His ideas exerted a considerable influence on such movements as Rastafari, the Nation of Islam, and the Black Power movement. That was Marcus Mosiah Garvey. He was for, of course, he was for unity and prosperity. He regarded himself as provisional president of Africa. Some people thought that was being too pompous. He did have association with white supremacists because of their shared value in separation, such as I do also.